Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Spinny Stars or Brawl Stars, as some of you guys call it. But today we're going to be talking about the world record Carl we got with Bob and OG on our Trophy push. So I'm just pretty much to be commenting over some games, use a little more in-depth tips and tricks from my last video, just kind of like a general Carl guide. This one I'm actually going to be like focusing on what I'm doing, like every part of the game. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. So you see we still play Bob and OG running the Spike, Gene, Carl comp, which besides Carl, like Spike and Gene, they kind of fallen out of the meta a little bit. Spike just has a little too much, a little too little health, and Gene gets hard counted by Mr. P, and Mr. P is like pretty much everywhere. But Gene's still pretty good, but Spike is kind of out of the meta. So you see Bobby gets the pull on the Gale right there, and I was gonna shoot it on the right, but I didn't think my fingers were in the right spot, so I didn't fire it off right away. So I ended up dying, and then OG goes in, and he almost uses fertilizer and walks that ball in, but unfortunately he wasn't able to do that. So we're respawning. I see those mines there, so I'm just gonna walk up and try to set them up one at a time. Bobby gets a nice pull on the pull code right there. OG's trying to RNG them down, just kind of keep them low. Goes with the super. Gale pushes it back though. Gale's pretty toxic and consistent. Whenever you face a Gale, it's always like kind of a close game, just because Gale is probably the best brawler in the game. And we don't really have any good answers for Gale. Like, if I super on the Gale, I just get pushed away. Like, Bobby gets out damaged and outranged by Gale. And then OG's too low health. It's pretty much like Gale can just like two-shot him, I think. So, do pick up the goal right there, though. I think Gale can have to just launch himself away. But Bobby does it as pull. We're just kind of moving on up here. Just kind of do my long range Carl attacks. Carl's range is pretty OP. Like, I feel like that's, besides Carl's damage, like, if they're gonna nerf something like Carl, they're probably gonna nerf his range, just because I feel like Carl can just like snipe you from so far away. And we do have picking it up right there. We'll hop on to the next match here in a sec. Alright, so hopping into the next match here. Facing Mr. P Jackie Spike comp, which I don't really like having a Jackie in my lane. I just have to hit Jackie so many times, and they can just kind of walk up to me and damage me. But I'm just kind of running away. These guys had really bad positioning, I think. Like, you see Bobby, like, against Mr. P is kind of like a controlled baller where if you like walk back and forth against him, you just kind of do him a favor. But if you just kind of run at him in a straight line, he can't really do anything. He can only shoot for 980 at a time, which for a brawler like Gene, he has to get hit like 6 times, I think, if I did my math correctly. But you see, they just kind of really bad positioning. I'll pick up that dub there in about 30 seconds. So yeah, let's jump on to the next game here. Alright, so hopping into the next game here. We're facing some of our, you guys probably know these players, it's Jigsaw, Real Canadian Asian Kid, the former, now dissolved Red Buttons roster. They are playing a Nani Sandy Primo comp, which actually does kind of counter us. Like, Sandy Supers kind of counters Gene, Primo kind of counters Carl, because like if I super on the Primo, I just kind of get tossed away. And Nani's good against Spike, because Spike is just, as I said earlier, it's so low health, and the Nani does like 3,000 damage a shot, so we are kind of getting pushed back here at the start. OG was kind of AFK at the start. I think he was like, it's hard to like constantly focus when like you're in matchmaking like 30 minutes at a time. So sometimes one of us will be like AFK for the first 10 seconds. You probably have seen that if you've been watching our streams or any of Bobby and OG's videos. OG was AFK, and then we kind of get pushed back a little. That's okay. I get the nice super there on the Primo. And when you're facing a Primo as a Carl, like, you pretty much just want to super him to like bait out his gadgets, because he only has 3 gadgets, but you can get as many supers as you want to, as long as you're hitting your shots. So I'm just trying to bait out his gadgets, and I'm just trying to force him to do something about me. Like, I know I'm not going to do much, but see here, the reason why I super on the Primo is because I wanted to use his super. And if we get out of super, then he's pretty much useless, because against the Poe comp, like Spike, Gene, and Carl, we just gotta keep our distance against the Primo. Without the super, he's kind of useless. Unless they do have Sandy supers, that helps him out. But the reason why I super there, because I wanted to do something against my super, so we got some more value. So we get as little value as possible is what I'm trying to say. And you see, the Primo does pulse up Bobby and shoot the ball in, but I was right behind Bobby, so nice play by us. We were able to stop the goal right there. We ended up holding off right there, so now I can move on up. And they pretty much just kind of like wasted their chance to score there big time. Pretty good defense. Nani super is coming and does hit OG. You see Jigsaw's using the shield to start power on Nani. I think he's kind of trolling. I don't really know why he's using that. I think the extra damage is definitely better, just especially against like the vast majority of brawlers. Like, you end up doing like around 5,000 damage before it just gets too wild and out of control. And so Nani's first start power is definitely a lot better than the second. Bobby gets a nice pull in Nani right there. We should have a goal in here. I think he passed the ball to me, and I supered in right there. I was trying to just sneak on the left, and he ended up jumping over it, so I think it would have scored there either way, but it's hard to tell. I do get in the goal. I was kind of popping off these games. You see, like, I get star player every game. I don't really know what's happening. I'm just kind of vibing. Auto in with Carl, you know, shooting walls, and yeah, we do get the dub right there. Throwing the emotes up. I don't have any Carl pins, so I wasn't able to, but you know, a dub's a dub. Alright guys, so hopping into the next match here, we are facing the first Surge. This was our first match against Surge. So, I think Surge is like pretty good in the meta, especially to the exploit. I'm not really going to say what it is, because I don't know if I'm supposed to, but Surge can kind of exploit and kind of cheat, but we almost scored the goal right there. Bobby was a little too short. We didn't really get it, but they're all pretty low, so we do have a chance. See Surge does jump up over pickaxe, but we do end up taking him out, so he just kind of wasted super right there. Especially with Surge's super, like the first one he gets the most important, I feel like, because you get a big increase in speed, and I feel like speed is like the biggest thing in the game. You remember when they buffed BB speed, like BB is really good in the meta. BB went from being useless to being really good just by a simple speed buff. That's the reason why Max is so good. Other than, like, the damage is nice too, obviously, but Max's speed's also really good. So you get a nice kill on the B right there. Just kind of moving up. He does kind of waste his right there, like putting a Mr. P Porter up against the wall, against the Carl, like it's just like pretty easy money, you know? And so we end up taking them out there with OG, and now it's 3v1. He takes the guys right there. I think Bobby's going to pull and shoot it in, so, oh, he did miss his, I thought that went in. But nice play with Bobby, nice try. And they are pretty much all dead. Kind of moving up, get our final kills. I think I do go for the, almost try to trick shot that, but I didn't really have an angle. There's two of them. That was like one shot, so I couldn't like really walk in any farther. And so we are backed up. You have a Mr. P reporter. I think they have a revolving door. Pretty sure they have a revolving door. Everyone has a revolving door nowadays. So, you know, Bobby gets a nice pull on the B right there. Get the Surge weak. I kind of get feed a super there. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have fed a super that hard right there. Because unless you give Surge like a bunch of levels, like Surge is kind of useless. OG gets a nice super in there, and I do shoot this ball to the right, and the reason why I did that was because I saw OG place a super right there in the corner, and so I knew if I just shot to the right, and since no one was standing there, they couldn't like they wouldn't have enough speed to walk there, so heads up play by me and OG, pretty OP chemistry. And so now he's gonna hold control for the last 30 seconds of this game, and hopefully get the dub. Surge does jump, but he's already pretty weak, and they're pretty kind of running out of time. We get one down, so they're gonna have to rush this here. They're not really healing up either. They're just kind of spamming their shots. They do go back heal up now, but now I'm back alive, so I kind of lost their chance. Throwing up the sad emotes. I really wish I had some Carl pins. I've bought every single pin pack. I think all the pin packs cost like, I don't know, like $20 or $30, and I bought all of them. I didn't get one Carl pin, the brawler I'm playing all season, you know, so a little unlucky there. We end up getting the dub. We'll hop on to the next game here. Alright, so hopping into the most toxic game of this video, double Poco. They do also have double screeching solos, so even if you're like under like 1600 health, they can just double screeching solo you through all the walls and they'll smack you. So they do kind of almost go right there. Nice catch by Bobby and super by OG to stop that. And get the big value on the pickaxes there. And you might think like Carl versus Poco is good, but when it's double Poco, like if I super in and they just get heal off, like I can't kill them. You see, like I do end up killing that Poco, but you'll see there's another time later in this game where like I super into double Poco and like I do so much damage, but they just both heal up. They heal each other for like 6,000 and just down damage, you know. You are kind of all grouped up. Bobby gets a nice pull on the Poco right there. That's kind of off my screen, so I didn't really see it right away. I was had my pickaxe there sooner. Nice kill on the Poco there. Now it's just 2v1 the max, and he has to back up. If you kind of get us the ball, I don't really know why he gave us the ball right there. I feel like that's like the biggest problem I feel like with Random Sound and Brawl, but just like knowing what to do with the ball. You see, I do a super up on the double Poco right there. I feel like I would have got those kills, but they both had screeching solo. They just pretty much just hit me for so much damage all at once. So they do kind of choke that goal. I kind of sneak in, pick it up, get the kill right there. Bounce the pickaxe off the road really quickly, and now it's 3v1. And the max should go down there. Yeah, max goes down. And moving up here. I think this is where I kind of hit the most wild play of the entire video. You'll see it coming up here in a second. But yeah, I just kind of tricked it on the max there. I didn't think that'd even work. I didn't think he was that low IQ, but it ended up happening. So you see, we kind of having a little fun at this point. I kind of hyped myself up about that. I felt pretty good about that goal. All this ladder warrioring's been paying off, I guess. And we do pick up that goal. Just kind of get my Poco down. Bobby just pulls the max there. I don't really think that was the right play because you see later in this video, we kind of would have stopped that anyways. He kind of pulled that, broke our own walls, and it's gonna come back to bite us. Foreshadowing. And only just 30 seconds left, so we were in a pretty good spot here. And I didn't really think they'd come up, but I do kind of get weak, so I kind of wrap around because I thought Bobby and OG would hold control here pretty good, but Bobby does kind of get taken out by this Poco. He's one shot with screeching solo and 3-shot, and so they do kind of make this play 1800. Bobby walked away and didn't pull it. I thought he was gonna pull. OG thought he was gonna pull, but he didn't pull. He didn't want to waste a super, he said, but I feel like he should have pulled, but it's whatever. And so, as I said, they came back to bite us where he broke those walls, and then he didn't pull right there. But we do get maxed down to 1 shot here. But their comp's so toxic in overtime. They just have so much area control with double Poco, so I just kind of run away here. I do kind of get backed up from that Poco. I think Bobby should have shot right there, but he didn't. So we're kind of choking a little. I feel like we could have played this game a lot better. We're just trying to RNG down, just keep him low. But since they have double Poco, it's just like it's so easy to heal. Bobby's nice pulling the Poco. And they just kind of YOLO play. I feel like that was definitely a misplay. They shouldn't have went in that hard. We do take him out pretty easy. I do miss all my shots in this Poco here. I was just choking. I was kind of tilted because I feel like I made that amazing trick shot and we didn't win the game. So I was pretty tilted at this point. And kind of poking him down, trying to charge up a super, trying to make a play at the end here. I do get a nice double pickaxe on the max that I super in. He got the max, and he's gonna use super. See, supers it to the Poco. I think he thought Bobby was gonna pull the Poco. He could super it over to me. You see, I have my super now, so I was really close to my super. So we almost brought it back. We ended up tying. It's a little unlucky right there after the trick shot, but we didn't end up losing. If you do lose, it takes like 20 minutes, or like not 20 minutes. It takes like an hour and 20 minutes, or 2 hours and 20 minutes. I don't know what I'm saying. It takes like 2 hours and 20 minutes to come back. I'm just hopping into the final game of this video. I think. I don't know. We'll see what the exact time on it is, but I do kind of playing. I think these are EU. I have no idea. I've never seen them. Don't think they're NA. They're kind of set up the side emojis. I think they knew who we were, and we do get the nice kill on the turret there. Now we're moving on up. I do think we were kind of trolling this game. I don't really know. Sometimes we troll if we just know we're gonna win. It hasn't come back to bite us in ladder at least, but in competitive almost does sometimes. I don't know if you guys watched the last qualifiers, but we almost choked against some like no-name team. We ended up day qualifying for the August finals, so we got those coming up. I'll post some gameplay for those. And see right there, we could have scored, but we kind of, I don't know. We just kind of mucking around, as they say, because we knew we were gonna win this game just because like how easily we were able to win control. OG uses gadget on the Tar minion right there. I guess he didn't want to use any more shots on it. Gene kind of chokes that pull pretty bad, and just move on up here. Hopefully stop trolling eventually and win this game. Get back into Spinny Star Simulator. You know, I probably could have trick shot at him, but I trick shot a different way, and that was really bad with me. I could have made that shot way better, but I don't know. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you can swipe them in. Sometimes you can't. I gotta play some more ladder. You know. Free my skills here. I think Bobby could have scored that there too, but he didn't want to. He wanted to go for a better play. He ended up just doing nothing. So we're pretty trolling obviously this game. Probably shouldn't even put in the video, but you know, we just gotta have a little fun sometimes, you know. Throw my pickaxe around this wall here, just trying to get that Carl. End up hitting Sandy to an accident. You know, G doing a pretty good job pinching. OG almost is an RNG, but he was asleep behind the wall, which wasn't very smart. Bobby has to pull on the Gene. We ended up winning that game. The troll a little. And yeah, we're gonna do it for this video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Me and Bobby and OG, we're still pushing. I was just recording the games on my iPad, but got the phone gameplay going on, and hopefully we'll be able to get 2,000 here pretty soon. We're 15 trophies away from 1,800 as I'm recording this video. Let me know what you guys going to see in future videos. I got some ideas planned after this 2K Carl push. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy my videos. I've been kind of blowing up a little bit lately, more than I expected. I think I got like 7,000 views in that one video almost, so I really appreciate that. If you're new here, I'd appreciate it, subscribe. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.